think there's any introduction needed for that. Thanks for tuning in. Stick around to see if the rest of the ride was as bad as that intro. So the plan for this ride was just a boring pedal over to my local trails that were recently dried out and looking beautiful. Enjoy a nice spring day. But it turned out to be a little bit more eventful than I was planning. The first step towards the unexpected was taking a different route to get to the trails. This is a more direct route. I was in a little bit of a hurry, and I was pedaling by this like industrial park area here, and I noticed what looked like a little bit of single track. And it turns out that this business here has something to do with motorcycles, motorcycle parts, and so they have just like a little moto track out behind the warehouse. And I figured, what the heck, let's go check it out. And as you can see, it's for dirt bikes, but if you pedal fast enough and hard enough, you get a little bit of a little speed going. And it was pretty fun. It made me think that something like this on the normal trails would be really cool, just because it was nice, because it's like a little bit like a pump track almost, where you could really pick up some good speed because the hills and the berms were really big for the dirt bikes. I haven't really thought it through too much, but it would be pretty cool if you had some bigger berms and hills along just like the single track. Maybe put in a couple jumps for some of you gnarly dudes out there. But anyway, it was really cool, and it's always cool to just do something different that you've never done before. But look at this is fun. Yeah. But I'm definitely going to take this route from now on. The first, on the way there, I rode it a couple of times. And then, as you'll see, on the way home, I also rode it. But there's surprises out there, You just got to try something different, even on your daily trails, your daily ride. You can see on this little clip, I'm coming down the hill here to go to the trails that I normally go to. You've got potential future video with GoPros effing up. I've been having some real frustrations with GoPro. That's all I'll say for now, but might see a little collection of trashed footage some point and hear me ranting about it for 7 or 8 minutes. But anyway, here I am finally getting to the trails that I set out to ride, and for the most part they are looking great, or they were looking great. We've gotten basically nothing but rain since this, but this was a killer day. Absolutely beautiful. And this whole area, you can see here, it's the reason it's so susceptible to flooding is that it's like a soil restoration lake here, and so there's a series of creeks and small lakes, and I think that they're there to prevent erosion. And so when these fill up, a lot of these areas flood, and it's soil clay, or clay soil, and so a lot of the portions of the trails will just stay wet for a really long time, or be completely underwater. That section that I showed you before would normally be underwater. It probably is now, because we've just been getting tons of rain. But so I guess that's probably what almost everybody's trails are like. They're extra property that either couldn't be built on, or are being used for something else, like creeks or lakes or whatever. Oh yeah, having fun. I'm singing to myself there. You don't want to hear it. Here's another one of the like little sections that fills up with water. And so if we get torrential downpour, well, we can get like 6 inches in 24 hours, you know. And in those cases, all of this is underwater. So typically, April and May are our wettest months. But you can see everything is getting green already, which is nice. And there were actually getting to be a lot of animals out. Snakes are getting out. Birds are making nests. It's a nice time of the year other than the rain. Do you guys, out of curiosity, those of you who ride, like during, like when it's your winter or whatever time of the season that you're not able to ride where you are, do you guys do any other kinds of exercising? Do you like ride a stationary bike? I've done that in the past, but it kind of got to be a little bit of a. It was fairly convenient because I could attach this bike to it, to like a stationary pedal system, but it's still like a setup breakdown every single time. And that was good for staying in shape during the winter. But truthfully, this winter I just said, screw it, I'm gonna ride. I'll ride street, or I'll ride when it's a little wet or the conditions aren't great. Oh, here's the intro scene. Okay, so admittedly, I am not a gnarly dude, and admittedly, skinny little things like that scare me, and that's all nerves right there. They added that little section to the trails. I had never ridden it before. I made the mistake of trying to pedal while on it. To my credit, at least I crashed all right. I got right back up. I jumped off the bike, which was nice, but yeah, I'm a wimp. I don't know. I typically ride it pretty conservative, ride it pretty safe. But hopefully next time I'll just have enough speed to just kind of breeze right through there. But anyway, what do you guys, like in the off season, what kind of exercise do you guys do, or riding, or how do you stay in shape, or do you? I mean, I've noticed recently I'm really just trying to get back into shape, but you know, I haven't done like a real long ride yet. I haven't done like for me, like a 30-mile ride is a good long ride. I haven't done one of those yet. I've been doing a bunch of 10 to 15s, kind of feeling like getting back in shape. What do you guys do? Where you're at? I know the weather's been kind of weird for everybody lately, but anyway. Well, thanks for tuning in to Biker Minute Video, coming along with me on finding the unexpected with these little moto trails here. I had to go back and hit them again. And thanks for crashing with me. Hopefully you guys aren't crashing. Hopefully you're on those bikes out there, enjoying whatever bit of riding you can get in. Thanks again for tuning in. I will see you guys out there.